those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Nico Austin Smith, and I'm an actor based here in LA. You may have seen my face in Ava DuVernay's Queen Sugar, Facebook Watch's The Birch series, and countless national commercials. And I'm so glad that you clicked on this video. You've taken another step forward in your career, and I'm so happy to be on this journey with you. If you're new to the acting industry, I'd recommend checking out my New to Acting playlist. That playlist is jam-packed with information that you absolutely need to know to get you started successfully, including acting materials such as headshot, resume, website, reel, casting sites, discovering your brand, getting clarity on your career, and so much more. So if all of that information sounds good to you or like brand new, stop what you're doing, make your way through that playlist first so that you can be 100% on board with everything you need moving forward in 2022. So yes, it is 2022, and by now we should have all of our goals written down. We should have our vision boards in a prominent area where we can see it every day. We should be believing that what we want is already ours. Ask and you shall receive. If you haven't seen my Seasons of Acting Explained video, I'd highly recommend checking that out before viewing this video, as it gives you a complete overview of all of the seasons of acting so that you can have a better understanding of how pilot season fits into all of that. So here's how to prepare for pilot season in 2022. In this video, I'll be going over everything that you need in order to have a lucrative pilot season, and I'll also be sharing with you what to expect. Pilot season is usually January through April. It can be an insanely busy time for agents, managers, producers, casting directors, networks, studios, literally the entire industry. But specifically, actors. This is the time when everyone is refreshed. We're back from our winter hiatus. Hopefully we've had a break and we're all rested and recharged for a jam-packed new year. Pilot season is when actors generally screen test for new series in the hopes of it getting picked up later in the year. Pilots are the first written episodes of a new series. Actors are usually heavily competing with one another to get that one spot on this new pilot show that actually might not even end up getting picked up. Nowadays though, I've found that a lot of pilots that are casting already have been picked up to season. It's at least like half and half of pilots that are being cast right now already have a season series pickup, which is great, and then the other half is kind of iffy and you don't know what's gonna happen with them. Pilots are written and then cast and then shot just like any other project. The catch here though is that most pilots, if they're not already picked up to series, won't make it past the first episode after they're pitched to the studio network. There's thousands of pilots written, and of those that are written, only a handful are actually cast and shot. And then only a select few of those receive the green light to move forward with the series. You can expect to be bombarded with auditions, anywhere from 4 to 10 per week, all around 7 to 11 pages each. That's a lot if you've already made relationships and good impressions with casting directors during episodic season, or if you've already gone through a successful pilot season before, or if you have a kick-ass team of reps that can get you into rooms that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to get into before. If you're completely new, completely green to the industry, and like this is your first pilot season ever, you can probably expect a little bit of a slower time, and that's okay. You're new, and it takes time for casting directors to get to know you and trust you and bring you in on their shortlist when they have such a limited amount of time to see actors. It also takes time to land an incredible agent or manager who is working for you and literally picking up the phone and pitching you to casting directors for multiple projects. It takes time, that's for sure, but it'll all happen. During pilot season, everyone is so busy and so frantic that generally, bigger casting offices tend to only bring in actors that they know, like, and trust. And that's where you want to be. You want to be on your target casting director's shortlist. And if you're not there yet, all is not lost. There are other things that you can do in the meantime to ensure a more successful pilot season next year. Let's get into it. Put your best foot forward during episodic season. I know for right now, this first one is already passed, but it can get you thinking about what you want to improve on for this year's episodic season. Do you know what casting directors are casting your top on-brand shows? Are you going to congratulate them and their assistants or associates if they were nominated or won during the Artios Awards coming up on March 17th? Artios Awards are a huge deal for casting directors. They are the only awards that are solely dedicated to casting and celebrating casting. If you think about it, casting directors really do play a huge part in the creation of a project, and they aren't even recognized for it at the Oscars. Think of the Artios Awards as the Oscars for casting. If you don't have reps, or even if you do have reps, have you been keeping track of the potential open calls that your target casting directors might be posting on social media? Do you even follow them? Have you engaged with them genuinely on social media? You can even send New Year's cards to their offices, which is what I would highly recommend. It's literally what I just did, and you still have time to do it. Second way to prepare for pilot season is to make sure that all of your materials are up to date and are in order. This includes your headshot, resume, reel if you have one, and a website if you have one, as well as your social media presence, and casting sites, which you should definitely already be on. If you're not, then go watch this video. On those casting sites, are your sizes up to date? Is your contact info up to date? Are your headshots up to date? Is everything up to date on IMDb Pro? Do your due diligence here to make sure you don't hit any snags and you can look the best that you possibly can to appeal to casting offices that are on your target list. The third way to prepare is to set up a meeting with your reps and make sure that you are both on the same page when it comes to your 2022 manifestations. You could say goals, I like to say manifestations and desires. I just had one with my manager yesterday and it left me feeling so inspired, and I know for 100% fact that we are on the same page with what we want to get accomplished this year. I gave my manager a list of shows that I'm targeting this year, as well as the casting directors that I'm targeting this year, as well as some films that I know are about to be in pre-production or already in pre-production and casting that I would be perfect for, just to make sure that we are all on the same page. And for me, the projects are anything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as Avatar or Dune 2. See how on brand all of those projects are for me? Even if you don't have reps, you can do this exercise. Be crystal clear in your mind of what you want so that you can already believe that you have it. If you're curious on how I created my target list of casting directors, producers, and shows, leave a comment down below and I'll make a video on just how to do that. I'd also recommend reading Self-Management for Actors by Bonnie Gillespie. She is the GOAT when it comes to targeting, and I've learned everything about targeting from her. The fourth way to prepare for pilot season is to be in class. Like I said, pilot season can be very, very busy and stressful. So stressful, in fact, that you may lose sight of why you became an actor in the first place. You may be so stressed out that you won't be having fun anymore. Pilot season is like auditioning boot camp, and if you're not familiar with how to use the sides to your advantage, you could be killing yourself trying to memorize 17 pages for a last-minute self-tape when you have 4 other 8-page tapes that are also due by the end of the week. Don't do that to yourself. That's not fun. Get into an acting class that you love where you can let your creative juices flow in a judgment-free zone, while also working out your acting and auditioning muscle to your advantage. It may take some trial and error and tons of class audits, but hey, once you find your studio that you love, you probably will be there for a long time. The fifth way to prepare for pilot season is to take care of yourself. I cannot stress to you how important it is that you take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. All of the time, of course, yes, but specifically during pilot season, when you can feel as though you're facing so much rejection and you can be devastated when you've gotten so close to a role and then it goes another way. You can take a hit on your mental health. Like, I've been there, sis, and it's not fun. Another way to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually is to learn when to say no to an audition or ask for an extension. You don't have to do every single audition that comes your way if you absolutely just can't. It's okay. The industry isn't going anywhere. There will be more pilots next year and more things to audition for episodic season. But if you're not having fun, if you're stressing out over every single audition, so much so that you're losing sleep, or your relationships are suffering, or you don't have time for self-care, then you'll be miserable. And pilot season will forever hold this cloud of negativity every single year over you. And you don't want that. Like, yes, pilot season is important. We get it. But think of all the pilots that won't get the green light anyway. Pilot season is not worth your sanity. You're worth way more than that. Take care of yourself. Don't compare yourself to other actors who may be getting tons of more auditions than you or callbacks than you right now. So what? They're on their journey and you're on yours. There is more than enough success to go around. If you're curious about how to gain clarity about your acting career so that you are 100% in line with your beliefs and what gifts you want to bring and share with the world, go ahead and click these videos in this general area. I hope that this has left you feeling inspired with actionable steps that you can take to have your best pilot season ever. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all Thursday after next. Bye.